Again, it was about 1 o'clock, right? 1:20. It is for the last 2 days. I'd say they were quiet for the most part. But see, as soon as I come up here, they already had another car drive by about 5 minutes ago. Last night it was quiet, quite before night before last. But again, I don't know. They get hyped up. Maybe they think when I make a video or something that it's time, it's time for them to start back up too, or because they're like some weird creatures. You know how people say the Democrats, they blame you. We see what they do. People see it pointing it out. They blame you for what they're doing. The corruption, and that's just the weird shit. Instead of, that's why I said they're too stupid to be in charge of anything. If you're corrupt, instead of blaming other people for trying to throw suspicion off yourself for being corrupt, wouldn't you just totally do something different on the surface? It doesn't make sense. You wouldn't just, oh no, you're the one who's corrupt. What? The other person, that's the point. Because a lot of the times people gonna do what a lot of us would do. Shit, you could check me, and that's why with a lot of them, they started trying to dig up other shit that has nothing to do with the job or politics. Oh, they did this and that. Then they get mad. That's why they brought back racism in the last two. Because of the corruption is over. And we're really what it's like if you don't understand, or do you understand, but you're still trying to play people like you're just retarded or something. It's like, say y'all been working at this one company, a warehouse, y'all been stealing, yada yada yada. Now you got a new warehouse manager. He ain't been part of the, he's come. Matter of fact, I guess the company brought him in because they've been noticing the shorts, but they couldn't catch it. So we gotta get a brand new manager in. That's Trump. They brought the new manager in, and that's us. We're the people. So all these Democrats, they know it's over with. So that's why it automatically in 2016, because he's not one of them. Like say for it's been going on, not just because of one manager, but the managers, basically politicians. They was all the same. All the managers, they was say it's in a neighborhood where the mob is or something. So each one for the last 30 years been mob connected, but now they finally got the guts to bring in a new manager that ain't connected, and they know it's over with. They know it ain't shit they can do with the new guy. He's not connected. He don't give a fuck. He's just like straight business, and now they know it's over with. That's why that's the same thing. Their shit is over. Their jig is up. Their jig is up. They can't be corrupt no more. That's why at first, like I said, people at first they were real quiet. I'm talking about people I talked to personally. They wasn't all into this racism. Just not even 6 months ago, people I personally know wasn't in, and then they're still not into it. They don't talk to me about it. But every time I brought up something, they would automatically the generic response. White folks do it too. That's all. And these are supposed to be educated people, but I'm like, so that would work if your child you tell your child something. I'm just saying we're not children, but that will work. Or a coworker, somebody else do it too, or somebody that's a neighbor stealing from you. Well, everybody else steal from you. Why can't I? Something like that. That's it's like, no, it don't work like that. You can't just blow it off by saying if that was the case, But then it's like I started pointing out, they don't run our neighborhoods. So who gives a fuck what they do in the suburbia in their neighborhoods. But also, if they're being corrupt, they couldn't even say anything. I'm like, okay, even if they are being corrupt, they still, I guess they're smarter than the black politicians. Black politicians take everything. The white corrupt politicians, they fix their neighborhoods. They fix, all this and that. They got low crime, so I guess they do skim off the top a little bit. But who knows? I'm just being facetious of making a joke right now. So it was to shut them up. They're like, well, white politicians been doing it too. So I'm like, that's the dumbest shit in the world. Why would you say it's okay for black politicians to steal from us? They're supposed to be fixing the inner city because white folks do it too. And it's like, you don't even live with the white folks. You drive through their neighborhoods, it don't look shit like this, shit like the inner city. Just stupid shit. It made no sense. It made zero. And they're getting mad and upset, And you have to be so so much the bigger person to not bust their goddamn lip and break their jaws. You just have to, just gotta, get your veins gotta pop out of your forehead. Like. And it's like they like that shit. It's like they think it's cute or they're winning the argument. It's not. You're not winning with just being the better person, not going to jail, not catching a case, not catching a manslaughter charge. Shit. Being a better person, letting your punk ass live. Take care of your kid. Like one thing I noticed also. I promise you, this is my quote. I wrote it in a lot of comment sections over the last couple of months. And, when I would be, a lot of times I could tell it's a gang stalker once I had started being on frequenting certain channels. So I would, I that's what I say, everything has started going to racism. And I would be on a channel, I guess, that's, mostly conservative or something or whatever, and then you would see them come on, and you could tell it wasn't just black people; it would be the white liberals, all this and that, and they're arguing in the comment section, and the whole thing. I'm like, the whole thing at the point is moot because Democrats run these cities, right? Been running, and they're using this. You see that on ads now. I promise you, those are my words. They don't say run. They would say in charge of. But the run, I promise you, that's all me. Because also they said that I'm seeing one guy today. I'd never seen his channel before. It was a white guy, and it popped up in my recommendation. He used my phrase, word for word. Democrats have been running these cities for decades. Another reason I know those are my words because politicians or historians, they don't say decades. They've been running since 100 years, over 100 most. That's the point. I'm just talking about since the so-called big shift in the 70s and 60s or whatever, some shit like that. But really, I guess like Chicago or something, it might have been, some kind, goes back and forth. There was a Republican governor, a mayor. But the point is, they don't use that language. That was the whole point. That is definitely my language, my words right there. That is definitely my coined phrase. You can say, well, anybody could think that. No, they didn't say it like that. Trust, plus, like I said, it's like, it's a mockery because since I guess to them I was trying to be smarter than everybody else. That was, and they were mad, and it's like people point out, you don't know who's part of this gang stalker shit. Republican, Democrat, Independent. They're all, you don't know which people for sure are part of this program. They're everywhere, all over the globe, all over politics, all over different governments. These people are fucking, So anyway. I guess they're like, well, who's this guy? What are you? I'm like, y'all the ones who started fucking with me. I probably wouldn't be this much interested in politics if y'all wouldn't have started fucking with me decades ago. That's your own fault. So I already told you once I done peeped y'all out for all these decades how y'all operate before y'all took it to this big scale in the last couple of years, 3 years. So I already see how y'all operate. That's why I said y'all stupid for fucking with me. Y'all tried to fucking put me in the hospital, all types of shit. So I already know how y'all operate. That's why I said y'all. And these folks, they don't know me. I'm not from here. I'm like, so y'all are just stupid as hell. That's why they thought I was just being mean or trying to be a tough guy. It's like, nope, you're just stupid. You don't know what you're doing. I know these folks got some kind of hold on you. You won't do anything. You won't jump unless they told you. And like I said, they didn't do anything until they had permission. The riots. And it wasn't spontaneous. Oh, George Kirby, we gotta, George Kirby and Sega. But, whatever. No, they had to go ahead, and now, again, they're it's just like right now, the reason I'm out here now, they doing all this loud, running up and down the steps, toilet in the hallway, the breezeway. Then they be talking about white flight or why niggas don't want to live around niggas, Shit. Then he try to tell us, you can't tell, especially if it's a female. You can't, shit. All right, then. But, oh shit, it ain't even white flight. It's like niggas just getting away from y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, see, now you tell, why would you leave your lights on? And you know what I'm saying? If I pull in like that, I know my lights are pointed at somebody's windows. So I'm going to turn my shit off immediately. See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas do stupid shit that if you really from the hood, you don't do. Because why? You never know. There's old lady Johnson. She might be tired of it. She call the police. You know what I'm saying? But these stupid ass, they taught by these liberals and these dumbass liberals. Black liberals and white liberals, they don't have the right to. Why even put yourself? Just leave it alone. Why is it so hard to turn your fucking lights off? If it's got that automatic shit, turn your car off, or turn the lights out of the automatic position. If you sitting there with the little bitch and shit, both of y'all, you dropping her off. You done pulled in your lights. It's nighttime. Car still running, but you still yapping. Turn the lights off. Just little simple shit, man. Why is that so fucking hard for common decency? Then you get mad because somebody like, this lights is shining. Sometimes you motherfucker might be every 10 minutes, In my old neighborhood, that shit would happen. The niggas would say something. Nigga, you don't turn them, quit shining them fucking lights. Every night, nigga, you out here. Every time you pull up. Then they wonder why they be getting their heads cracked. They just don't act right, didn't want to catch an attitude. You can't talk to me like... But nah, they don't just haul off and hit them. Usually, I'm just saying, I'm just bullshit with the whole thing. They be talking all that stupid shit. It's just like... You wonder why we laughing at you and shit like that. That's how we knew all this shit was fake. But they still ain't learned their lesson. I guess they got a high threshold. Everybody else is not even the pain. It's just your psyche, your soul. You can't take being wrong like that in front of everybody all the fucking time and being proven wrong. Especially if you knew you were wrong in the first place. You knew it was a scam. And you've been exposed as a con artist, a liar, a cheat, a piece of shit, a traitor. But you still keep coming back for more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even talking about anything physical. I'm talking about that. It's like, how in the fuck can you keep coming back day after? Y'all must be on bath salts. heroin, cocaine, whatever, all rolled up at one time. I guess y'all put that shit in the, I don't know. So you melt that shit down and or chop it up and snort it or something or shoot it in your eyeballs or something. Y'all niggas crazy. I couldn't take that type of disappointment every single day. We could take motherfuckers, who don't do what they say. We just move on. As long as y'all quit with that bullshit for the last 2 years trying to get in our way, like y'all been doing for all these 30 or 40 years, trying to cover up your corruption. But it's over with. Corruption is done. Y'all are done. Shit. But, you could say it's Friday night, but y'all thought y'all Democrats was so pro-lockdown. So why is all this, what's all this, where the fuck y'all going to? You know what I'm saying? Look, no motherfucker that put their alarm on or turned it, unlocked their car. Where the fuck y'all going on Friday night? Y'all supposed to be on lockdown. This ain't regular summertime, remember? This the new normal, air quotes. Air quotes, new normal. Shit.